Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where I have been informed that the reason we're getting the too much soil error over here has something to do with an internal variable where it keeps track of how much soil you move, and you can only store a limited amount, apparently. So we're gonna try just dumping some soil over here and maybe like merging these two islands together eventually to create a new super island. I'm sure it'll be fine. So let's just go ahead and use the level terrain, and we're going to go ahead and choose this target height, and we're just going to, that's expensive. Okay, that is super expensive. But we're just going to go ahead and dump some soil fill in here. And yeah, now we just have spent all of our money, but that's okay. Now we should theoretically be able to smooth out some of this over here. That said, well, yeah, that's probably okay. Well, we've already got the grid area constructed. We do need to figure out some way to get on-off ramps in over here, and that would be one way to do it, because we're going to get sloped too steep no matter what we do over here, right? So maybe we should just go ahead and remove these roads for now. Kind of like this. And then use the level tool to try to boost up this height. We're going to need to connect this road in over here. So we're actually going to need to get rid of these roads as well. And then something along the lines of that. Just smooth that out a wee bit. Something like that, except we're going to need a little more. And we'll see if that ends up being what we need. So let's go ahead and recreate some of these roads. We don't want to recreate necessarily all of them. However, going to here is going to be... Actually, we're pretty much going to need to build all of them now that I think about it a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll just check over here and see how this ends up working out. So we're going to want to go on over here. Hey, look at that. Off over here. Hey, nice. Okay, and then we'll just run this over here as soon as we have enough money, which we currently don't, but that's okay. Now we do. Connect that in like so. That's the correct angle. Perfect. And now, does this on-ramp work? Hang on, we need to be going this direction. That slope too steep, but maybe if we swing it out a little bit. Okay, we're still getting slope too steep over on this side. So we can continue to work over here. We got that side working fine, but we'll just try to grab this over here, elevate this area a little bit, bring that up to around there or so. And with any luck, hopefully this will now work. Bring these inward, and let's see. Still getting slope too steep. I mean, it's definitely less of a slope. That would actually work if we wanted to just have it swing out a little bit far. I don't think that's the end of the world. Now, here we're having a pillar issue, as we tend to have. Okay, we'll do something along the lines of this, and then connect in as soon as we can. We're getting sloped too steep. Like, not even that would work. So we're actually going to need to remove this section again. And look at, perhaps, bringing this up a little further. Maybe to, like, this level would be ideal. I like how this school is just getting buried. That's exciting. This is now becoming quite steep as well, and that might become a problem. But, for right now, we'll deal with that later. We might need to build like a tunnel or something to connect it. We'll see. So we'll go ahead and do this, and this. And then we'll just see if we can use this on-ramp right here. There we go. Can we maybe adjust this? No, we cannot, unless we were to knock this back and do a bit of leveling over here. Rather like so. If we do that, hopefully we're still able to connect this road up. Yes, we are. Fantastic. Okay, let's see how that goes. Not there. That works. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. And space already occupied, of course. That put a pillar right where we need to be? Actually, no. Maybe. We can go to right there. And then we can go to right there. Okay, that's awkward. Now, as far as this goes, slope too steep. Now, I did expect this. So let's go ahead and utilize the smooth terrain or soften terrain tool over here. See if we can eliminate some of this slope. That would be awfully nice if we could. Let's increase the brush strength a little bit. We may have to just not have road going up this way. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe we can get it. That's still too steep. That works, though. Okay. Sounds good. We'll continue to soften this over here. We're not getting a whole lot more done. We could maybe potentially take this underground and then connect it up, but we don't have a lot of room to do that, honestly. Like, we would need to take it like that. That would be super awkward. I mean, we could just lower terrain in this area. Kind of like that. And see if that makes a difference. Kinda. Kinda. Oh, we don't have enough money. We should probably get some money. There, now we have a little money. And yeah, that slope too steep even with the increased elevation. Fair enough. What happens, hypothetically, if now we get rid of this, now that we have these constructed, and now we run the smooth terrain over here? And yes, I know that school is not connected to the road network. That will change. Are we now able to connect this up? Not quite. We're able to connect this one and this one, but not quite this one. So we need to focus over on this side for sure. Just try to smooth this out a little bit. Okay. That's probably getting really close to being able to go up that hill. It is a steep hill, there's no doubt about that, but yeah, we are quite close. Look at that. Okay. So, with that in mind, let's just keep trying to smooth this out a bit. Maybe drop this down a tiny bit over this way. And of course we've got this road here, which is making things a little bit awkward, but yeah, that slope too steep for over here as well. We can take this to here. Can we maybe go... we can't quite take it up to here. That would be ideal if we could. But I think we need to just continue trying to... Oops, that's level terrain. We need to continue trying to smooth this. About like so. I wish the smooth tool could get even stronger than this. That would sure be nice. But hey, we've just about got this territory under control. That's pretty nice. Okay. How are we doing? Slope too steep. What happens if we come in like this? We can connect that. We can't quite connect this. Okay, so we should just focus on this area right here. And we're just going to try to smooth this out a fair amount. Okay, how's that doing? Still too steep? Okay, let's knock back this road. And we're just going to smooth out all of this here. And we do need to expand our industrial area here pretty soon. But while I'm thinking about it, I should probably go ahead and get these roads constructed. Since we are done in this area. There we go. Now the school actually has access. That tends to help. Hey, that actually works now. Okay. I'll take it. So that's the thing. And with that knowledge, we can now revisit these on-off ramps a little bit. Like, we can take out this over here and work on this area. So specifically, in fact, we can remove this as well. And what we want to do is we want to have on-ramp, off-ramp, on-ramp, off-ramp, right? On-ramp, off-ramp over here. Yeah, okay. So let's just go ahead and see about getting this down to that level, or smoothed out to such a degree that that's a possibility. So we just need to smooth out this whole area over here. With any luck, we'll have enough soil to pull this off. I think we will. We're not making a huge amount more progress, but we are getting some progress over here as we smooth this out a little bit. Okay. With that in mind, now I want to do an on-ramp from here to here, ideally, and that works fine. Well, actually, technically, we want to run the road up this direction a little bit and run it from, like, here up to here. But that's giving us slope too steep because we need to elevate this area a little bit. So let's actually toss in a little more height over here. And we're going to have some issues over here. There's no doubt about... Whoa, no. Wrong tool, wrong tool. I wanted smooth tool. There we go. Okay, we'll just smooth that out a little bit. I probably shouldn't be using that much strength, realistically. That's giving us slope too steep there. So we still need to connect this in over like this. And that looks to me like that should be very close to working. We just need to elevate this area over here and flatten it a bit. So hypothetically, what if we were to flatten this at basically this height? I'm going to not be at quite this much strength or quite this big of a brush. We're going to flatten this about like this, for the purposes of on and off ramps. About like this should do essentially the trick. Get rid of that road and make sure to flatten out that area a little bit. And then we can run the on-ramp, or rather we can just run the road like this. We can actually run a road like this, which I'm kind of surprised by. That slope too steep, which does not shock me in the slightest. We can run the road up over here, which seems good. And then we're just going to need to smooth out this transition a little bit here. So let's do this. With any luck, we're going to be able to get a decent on-off system and maybe even take it to the other side. We may need to redo this highway a little bit, but we'll do something along the lines of this. I don't think that's enough. No, it's not quite enough. We're getting very close there. So let's go ahead and check if this on-ramp would work over here. And indeed it would. Fantastic. Can we get this road underneath? We're getting space already occupied from some pillars there. That's kind of to be expected with the way we had to construct this. However, we could very easily take this road across. We're getting space already occupied over here because of altitude. But that's okay. We can work with this. Yeah, this is a solvable problem. Anyway, I do need to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.